Yeah, and I think we're live.
I think we are live as well. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, world. Hello, everyone.
I'm Rosie.
And I am Carl. And this is the first episode of
Cozy Gaming.
Cozy.
Wow,
Part Carl,
so
part
cute.
Rosie.
You carry
I meant to grab the torch, if I'm being honest. Hey.
Carry me over the altar. Wait, can I grab this torch? No, I can't.
No, that would be good if we both could have mobile light sources.
Oh wait, if I killed this guy, I could.
We are playing Spelunky.
It's like, I like to say it's like Mario Bros on crack.
Yeah, it's a lot of like platforming and getting from point A to point B. Instead of just going to the right, we're going down a lot. I've been I'm stuck on a thing.
Dropped out.
I'm trying. What do I do? Do I hit the jump button? Oh, okay.
Oh, you got it.
I got it. Okay. I got concerned there. Now do you have the dog?
Yes, I have the dog.
We must keep the dog safe.
All right.
At all costs.
We will.
I'm jumping.
You're jumping?
I've lit a torch. All right. But yeah, welcome to Cozy Gaming.
The dog!
Yes.
All right,
save
I
the
got
dog. Let's see. This is our first go at this, so it's a little experimental, but I think it should be good. On that note,
Hopefully.
What's new in life, Rosie?
I got my. Okay, I've been telling like everybody this.
Oh, okay.
But I got my wisdom teeth removed.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Over break. It was a fun time.
A fun time?
Not really.
Oh my gosh.
But I didn't say anything dumb or anything revealing. I just fell asleep, and then they kicked me out because I was asleep for so long.
It wasn't like every sitcom ever where while you're on some form of anesthetic, what's the word?
Anesthesia?
While you're on that like laughing stuff, you reveal some kind of dark plot developing secret.
I'm gay.
Oh no.
In case you didn't know.
That would
Carl, I'm gay.
Oh, whoa, I never knew. Oh my gosh.
I'm really sorry. I knew that you like wanted to be friends so that you could like get with me eventually.
You know, that is the only reason that any male ever befriends any female. And I'm glad that you were aware of the truths. The good truths.
But I gotta tell you,
darn. Well,
it's really never gonna happen.
Darn. Heck.
Maybe find someone new.
Well,
that Asia
you know what?
girl
I
nice.
got me a lady friend,
You
which
do.
is kind of nice. She's really cool. I like her.
She is cool.
Yeah.
I like her too.
You know
Not in the
what's-
way that you like her, but
That's fair. Yes, I assume it's a different way. You know what's exciting?
Yeah.
For the first time, we have a class together. We've never had a class together before.
Oh yeah, advanced acting.
Advanced acting. What is it?
That'd be fun.
So Rosie and I are actors of the theater. Yes.
Sometimes I am.
True. Rosie dabbles a lot more in like stage management and stuff, which is really cool. But with that, part of our assignment is seeing a play, and there will be a night that allows students in the class to go to said plays for free. They're university shows, but our professor, director, Rachel, made it very clear that these are not a date function to bring a friend to, unless that friend also happened to be in the theater class, and we were the only couple in the class, and so everyone was kind of looking at us, and we were like, eh. But it was also good. It was one of those like, oh, I died.
It was like one of those, oh, I died.
It's one of those, you know, you're just sitting
Once
in
you
class.
date, you die. This is how it works.
True. Love hurts.
Love
That's what the kids say.
Not real. It's like praying mantis. Like once they fall in love, they kill their spouse.
What is it? Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie?
I haven't, but I really want to. I've heard lots of good things about it.
Okay.
Is there a spoiler that you wanted to share?
No, it's a joke in the movie. At least I'm 99% sure this came from the Spider-Verse movie. It might have come from something else, another piece of media I have consumed within the last week. But it mentioned how there was a character that was feeling very lonely and was like, isn't it crazy how seahorses just mate for life? You know, like, isn't that just so touching? And like,
is it though?
It's I don't know.
It's like a lot of commitment.
Damn. I would recommend the movie.
I do want to see it. I did see Instant Family though, and I would recommend
Instant
that.
Family?
Yeah.
I've not heard of that one.
It's so cute.
Okay, no, fire away.
It's it's like about this couple who like wants to, I guess, like spice up their life or something. Okay, it's not sexual like that, but
I have fallen into the abyss,
right.
and a monkey keeps booping me. It is okay. I apologize. So it's about a couple.
Yeah, it's about a couple who like are like, okay, so like we're really happy right now, but like we kind of want to add something to our life, you know? Like how couples usually are in movies. When like, I think it's time to have kids. But they're like...
oh no.
But then they're like, but like having actual kids is like a lot of work and like a lot of commitment and stuff. And it's like, but what if you like adopt, you know? And there's actually this like foster care or something, which I don't know if it's an actual thing. It seemed kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it was wholesome. It was just a way for like
a plot device for the parents to meet.
And then so they meet this girl who they're like, oh my gosh, we like want to foster her.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, and then they find out that she comes with 2 younger siblings. And so then they're like, ooh, do we really want to go through that commitment? But then they do, and it's really sweet and wholesome, and I like...
Not gonna lie, I low-key got like Despicable Me vibes.
Yeah, you don't only get Margot, but you also get...
Yeah. Oh, I forget their names. They had really, like, I remember they had interesting names.
It was, Agnes and, I don't remember.
Wasn't one of them voiced by Miranda Cosgrove? Am I mistaken in that?
I think so. It was one of the popular Nick Teen stars.
Yeah. Back in the day. Man.
I mean, they still keep making those movies, so still modern day.
We are on Despicable Me 3, I believe.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a new Shrek coming out.
I think I've heard the rumors, but like, what is it about?
You know, I don't think they're going to reveal a lot about the plot. They're probably going to capitalize on some memes.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that were the case. Hopefully not, but we'll wait and see. And then
Shrek goes to the internet.
Yeah. Oh no, I've not seen Ralph Breaks the Internet, but
I saw it. It was okay.
It was okay.
It was a sequel. You know, it's a Disney movie. It's a sequel.
That's good stuff. Aside from Wisdom Teeth, what else happened over break?
Well, I guess not much. I just kind of like tried to recover. I lost a couple of pounds because all I ate was like applesauce and...
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that was probably one of the best benefits of the whole Wisdom Teeth scenario.
Yeah, losing a couple of pounds, all that Thanksgiving weight, you know?
True.
Dropped back down.
I think it was the start of my sophomore year of college. It was like at the end of the summer that I got him out, and so I started sophomore year with them fresh out. Still having to do the good old saltwater cleansing.
Oh my gosh, did you have to irrigate them too?
Yeah. You know what? But you know what? It's okay, because now I don't have wisdom teeth.
And now you got a girlfriend.
Yeah. You know what? That definitely has everything to do with the fact that I got my wisdom. You know what? She would have looked at me with my wisdom teeth and been like, ugh.
He doesn't care enough about his dental health.
Honestly. And now she looks at me like, wow, what a man.
Oh my God.
Understands.
He understands pain.
You know.
She's been through so much.
Not to get too sappy here, but in exciting things that happened, I spent the new year with Asia, and for the first time, I got to watch a ball drop, I guess. I went to downtown Raleigh, and because we are the city of oaks, they drop a big nut. What's so funny about that? Yeah, okay. So anyway, we had a lot of fun making jokes about that. But it was nice. I don't know. It was so exciting. There was a Ferris wheel. I did not expect it.
Oh, that's so
And like
cute.
fair food and a big nut. And so, you know what? It was a 10 out of 10 time. And yeah.
That sounds like a wholesome.
How did you spend like New Year's Day?
I spent it with my parents and a bunch of their family friends, and instead of having someone to kiss, I kissed the dog. So
Hey, but it was like good dog licks?
Yes.
Cute dog licks?
He was a hound, and he was like one of those like speckled hounds.
Oh,
It was really cute.
okay. Hey, there's an upside.
I can't remember his name, but he was adorable, and he deserves all the love in the world.
That's good. I think I mean this as a positive thing. I do not want it to come off as an insult. You are one of the people that believes that all dogs are good boys.
They are.
That is a mindset that I believe more people would benefit from adopting. I feel like they're the people that, like, I don't know, they like to I'm sorry, I bees.
Right, like, I don't know. I tend to stay away from people who, like, don't like dogs. Like, I can understand if you're, like, afraid of dogs.
I was afraid of dogs up until I was probably 13. I have a very funny story, if you allow me.
Queen bee!
We gonna get her. Where did I go? I died. You're gonna get her. Oh, no, we both died. Okay.
Okay, tell your story.
So I was probably 7. And I have family up in New Jersey, and they found out that I was afraid of dogs. And so my uncle was of the mindset, expose the kid to what he's afraid of, and he will no longer be afraid of the thing.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah. And so...
Should be done by a professional.
But no, my uncle knew. And so he was like, take my dog Graham, he was the color of a graham cracker, and walk him around the block. And I was like, you know what, I can do this, what could go wrong? And so I'm walking him around the first of the 4 sides of the block, and nothing bad happens. And I'm like, you know what, I got this. Second of the 4 sides of the block, and he poops in front of a church. And I'm like, I forgot a baggie. I'll come back for that, you know? But still nothing too bad.
Yeah.
Then, third side of the block, I accidentally let go of the leash.
Ooh.
And you know how dogs are like, it's a game. It's like, oh, you want the leash back? You want the leash back? I'm gonna fight you for it.
Yeah.
Me, being slightly terrified of dogs, was like, oh, next thing you know, he's chasing me down the road.
Oh, no.
I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and eventually one of the neighbors comes out, and he literally walks me, a crying 7-year-old boy, back to my uncle's place with the dog with us, and is all like, maybe that wasn't the best idea, Brian.
Brian.
But you know what?
If you're listening, Brian.
No, Uncle Brian, I love you. But with that,
oh no, Queen.
At this point in time, I love dogs so much more, and I do have to admit.
You have your own family dog.
Yes. It wasn't until I was 17 that we got a family dog, but her name is Toto. She looks like Toto from The Wizard of Oz. She's really does.
Precious.
And she likes to bark. She's gotten super yappy lately, as in like.
I mean, she's a small dog.
Yes, but it's gotten to the point where like she just screams in the night, and we're like, Toto. Like it was kind of bad. She was always like kind of yappy, but it's reached the point where like her bark just. It sounds like it hurts her to bark, you know what I mean? It's a very high-pitched. Then again, it might just be that I'm like putting human vocal strain measures as a measure to measure my dog's vocal. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just the way that Toto barks, but with that, I hope she's okay. I love this strategy for killing the bee.
Yeah, you slowly like whip it to death.
But it can't touch me. All right. But I'm also not convenient at touching it. Oh. Hey, wow.
You killed it.
But also a terrible chill comes up our spine.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot about you.
You got this.
So many bees.
You got this.
Oh.
You're there.
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, all right. But yeah, so eventually we get Graham back to my Uncle Brian. And over time, I've learned to love dogs. Like, what is it? We go to the SPCA all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. I got a dog of my own.
So many good dogs.
So many good dogs. You said that recently there were dogs named after Greek gods and goddesses.
There were all these puppies named after Greek gods and goddesses, and I was so sad because I wasn't here to pet them all.
You think they might still be there?
They're all adopted. I look
well, hey, that's also a good thing.
It is a good thing that they're adopted, but also it makes me sad that I didn't get to say hi to them.
That's fair. That's fair.
I just love dogs so much.
And that's a good thing. I feel like, as I was saying earlier, I feel like more people would benefit to adopt that mentality. Dogs are good.
They are.
And, well, you know what? Speaking of good dogs, look at who he be. There he is.
There he is.
With his derpy eyes. I love the way they animated his eyes. Also, I appreciate the game developers for allowing that change to occur. Because for those of you who aren't too familiar with Spelunky, originally it's a damsel in distress of sorts who's like, oh, help me. And at the end, if you save her, you get a kiss. And it's very, like, cool, I guess. But, like, when it's a dog, we just care more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, also, in order to, like, effectively pick up the dog or the woman, you kind of have to, like, hit them to where they stop moving around. And it's just not fun. You know what I mean?
A little,
yeah.
Not great.
Not great at all.
Not a great message.
Do you want to spin the wheel? Oh, well, you've dropped. It's okay.
I think it's a little late.
That's fair. Get the dog smooch. But yeah, so I appreciate the change of pace there. You know what was a good time? I got to play a lot of video games with my brother over the break.
Yeah?
Which was nice, yes. We've really dived into Smash Brothers.
Isn't he the reason why, like, you wanted to, like, get really good at video games to, like, beat him?
I mean, yeah, a lot of my, like, drive in life was kind of like, how can I outdo my brother? Because, you know, it's just sibling rivalry. We just had similar interests. I remember we used to doodle a lot. And he'd probably...
Are you like the kids who, like, battled for their parents, like,
yes.
spot on the fridge?
Yes! And we'd both show my mom our pictures, and we'd be like, which one do you like better? And she'd be like, I love them both! And we'd be like, you lying heathen! I don't know.
That's not a valid answer.
That is not correct, no! You give us a direct winner. And yeah, anyway. He's the one in art school now, so we can declare the winner through that. But I was more of the performing artist.
You know, that works too.
Which also works, yeah, no. I vibe with it more.
Is that what you, like, want to do now?
That's a great question. What do I want to do?
In life?
I switched out of engineering because it was just too, like, yeah, that was my path. If I got out of engineering, I was going to be an engineer. And that scared the heck out of me. I wanted to know that I could do more with a degree, which some people say, as long as you have the degree, you can do whatever you want with it. But I feel like, especially with an engineering degree, they're going to look at you and say, hey, become an engineer. I feel like with communication, you know what I mean? Like, I work with media equipment, and I can talk to people.
You have, like, a lot of room to grow and stuff.
And a whole lot of room for just job opportunity. Like, most companies need someone who can talk to people.
Oh.
If I just continue jumping on this frog, will it eventually die? That is my question.
I tried that before. I never get too far, but you can keep trying.
I just want to keep trying. It's fun. I have your grandson in my hand.
Oh!
I got springy boots? What do they do?
I don't know.
Wait, did you die on this level?
I think I died in the other level.
Nope. There you
Wait, no, there I am.
I got maunched.
The man-eater.
I got maunched. But yeah, no, it was really nice. Have you ever heard of Shantae, the video game series?
Shantae, you stay.
It's, she's half genie, half human. And she gains magical powers as you adventure. It's pretty fun. And he got it for the Nintendo Switch. And we played a lot of it. And we also played Smash Bros. And it's really nice just getting to spend time with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, interesting family developments over this break. My brother, I was afraid that college was going to ruin him. I was afraid that he always suffered in academia, but now that he's taking classes relevant to something he cares about, like he made it out of this semester, passing everything. He's like super happy with what he's doing, and like that just makes me happy to see. You know, it's super good. My sister has made it through a year and a half of being a teacher.
Hey, good for her.
It takes the patience of a saint. And with that, she has recently found a what? This is, so many piranhas, I died. It's okay. My sister recently got a boyfriend, and he's pretty neat. I like him. And you know what? It really doesn't matter my opinion of the guy, because as long as she's happy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do my good old whip the bee strat.
Good.
And we did it.
Good strat.
Thank you. I've fallen into the beehive.
It's so weird that the beehive is empty.
Oh no, it's not. I'm getting stung.
I spoke too soon.
It's okay. Oh, the bees they've moved.
This is illegal.
But yeah, no. So my brother did well in his classes. My sister got a boyfriend. He's really cool, and I'm happy for
Man,
her.
everybody's okay.
Okay, what?
Valentine's Day. This is okay. So
No. It's okay.
I was at Walmart earlier, and I just like to say that Valentine's Day is like 30 days away, and stores are selling Valentine's Day things already.
I mean, I think it's better than like 60 days prior to Christmas. The radio station's playing Christmas songs.
I mean,
but
true.
But I see where you're coming from.
I feel like it's just been a lot earlier than before, or maybe I'm just noticing it now.
Maybe.
Because I don't know.
You know, you can't jump on the...
That's tragic.
That is tragic. We've learned.
Was.
What is it? I am of the belief that society loves relationships too much.
True.
Like, it really sucks to experience Valentine's Day when it's a day that's like designed for couples. You know what I mean?
I do like the candy though.
The candy is good, and like a lot of people enjoy like taking opportunities for self-love, which is wonderful. But like the fact that mainstream Valentine's is just, if you don't have someone, find someone. You know what I mean?
Like the whole New Year's Eve thing. It's like, if you don't have someone, find someone and kiss them.
That's like no. and I don't know. Just like it's like this with songs on the radio. I feel like there are way too many love songs that are like, am I excited?
5.
Whoa, wait, wow. Literally all of their songs are like, I miss her, or I'm so glad she's in my life, or boy, I lost her. Those are the only 3 flavors of Maroon 5.
3 flavors?
Unlike Baskin Robbins, Maroon 5 does not come with 31 flavors.
No offense to Maroon 5 fans out there.
Yes, true. Don't get me wrong, like, it works. Like, they're such a successful band because they're talented and have a really good sound.
Yeah.
But with that, I just feel like there could be more songs out there about loving family.
Yourself.
About finding your way in the world.
That's why I like Meghan Trainor. I think she has good, like...
That's fair. Yeah.
You know.
I love how instead of focusing on your death, they focused on my ghost. Like,
Here.
well, thank you. All right, you carry torch this time.
All right.
Ooh.
Acid bubble.
Acid bubbles. Do a squat.
Do a squat.
All right, I say drop down to the top of that, where we can see the tip of the torch.
Just the tip.
Yeah. Let's do it. Go. I died. Nope, now I died. I hate it because every time that the spike stabs my dead body, my controller vibrates. But that being said, it's like, you know what I mean? Relationships aren't for everyone. And I remember just throughout all of high school feeling like if I wasn't in a relationship, I wasn't doing something right.
Like something's wrong with you.
Yeah, like I'm unlovable.
Yeah, like also like there are those things where like when people go on dates and stuff or something, and there's that whole thing of like, so why are you still single? Like, I don't know.
You know, like it's so weird. The whole idea of like, let's find a singular person that like. You know what? Let's do it. I don't know. I've had a successful relationship. I should clarify that. But and don't get me wrong, like I'm super happy in it. But the idea that like society likes to push that on everyone, it's not for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My dad, love him to death, but he is very much like prior to my sister getting the boyfriend as of late. He was very like, so why don't you talk to this guy? Or you know who was at the game the other day? That guy from high school. You remember him, right? You know what I mean? Very like playing the cards. And with my brother, it's always like,
you have time.
Yeah, they have time. They really do. My mom is becoming grandkid antsy, as I'd say. That's the way to describe it. And I'm like, well, I'm at least going to have a stable job, a stable income, stable living situation, a consistent partner. Like you know what I mean? Like a partner that, yeah, all of those factors need to be aligned at the same time in order for the idea of having a kid to Yeah.
Yeah.
To come into play. Because, I don't know,
It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
I also have, like, kind of this fear of commitment, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's
and
a lot.
And it's so rational to have a fear of that. And yet we like push people to commit. And that can lead people to feeling like they need a relationship to be validated, so they run into a relationship that they're not ready to be in. Maybe with a person that they're not meant to be with, you know?
Yeah.
That's not fun stuff. Oh, did you die?
Yeah, I did.
Ah.
You can take my dead body if you want.
I will use you as a weapon, don't worry.
All right, thank you. As long as I'm put to good use.
Yes. Ah! I got too close. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, to all single people listening to this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. It's all good. If you want a relationship, go for it. Yeah. But don't feel pressured to do it. That's not fun. Don't let people pressure you into it. Just live your life. And if you find someone you love, cool. All is good. Wholesome content.
Wholesome content.
That is what we are here for.
What we're striving for.
Yes, wholesome content. Yes.
Here at Cozy
Here at
Gaming.
Cozy Gaming, we want you to feel cozy listening in. I have a baby frog. How wholesome is that? Oh no! Oh no! I didn't mean to drop it! Wow, this went from this went from wholesome to jeez. Look, that was an accident. I'm pretty sure that I've made it clear that was an accident. I don't know. Maybe the viewers at home think I staged that. I was like wholesome times, and I dropped the baby. Well, anyway. And look at where we are. Well, let's see. Yeah, on the note of like communications and what I want to do in life, that's just a big question mark. Because sometimes
it'd be like that.
Sometimes I'm goofing around with friends and they're like, you don't want to do theater for a living, do you? And I'm like, do I? Do I? Could I? Those are questions that I consider a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's challenging.
Yeah.
It's super competitive. And there is safety, I guess.
There's also a lot of like standards.
Yeah.
Like in regards to physical appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And who knows? And that's the thing. Like, I think I'd really enjoy voice acting, but I don't know that that's
right?
like a.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be so cool. Oh my gosh. And I do enjoy dabbling in doing silly voices. It's a good time. And I feel like it'd be a really fun path to travel down. But then at the same time, there's that voice in my head that's like, oh, you won't succeed. Go do marketing or something. Are we looking down? What do you want to do with life? Oh, look, it's the exit.
Well, so...
I guess if I can't answer the question, it's not fair to like push it on you and expect you to give a...
Well, I mean, I do have like I have somewhat of a plan. Like, I do want to be like an OBGYN.
All right. Good stuff.
And I don't know. I like to say that if I had the opportunity to do theater or like acting or something for a living, like I would totally take it. Like if somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, we saw you and we think that you're great and we want you in this thing that we're doing," I'd probably drop a lot of things and be like, "Yes, just do it."
Oh no.
But the reality is that probably won't happen. But I'm kind of banking on like just doing my own thing with the OBGYN thing.
Yeah.
Just like at least have a foundation or at least, finish med school or something first. And then once I like am able to like have my own career and stuff, then I can then I can find something else if I'm not happy, but at least I have something to go back to, you know?
My mom wrote an article that estimated that people in our generation will probably work 5 different jobs prior to retiring. Just because the way that things are changing at such a rapid pace.
Yeah.
And like they're like this was not including the like jobs you work in order to build a resume to like it's talking like life career type stuff.
Right. I know that there's this post about like saying how millennials like aren't getting starter houses or something, and people are like, starter houses? We're supposed to have those?
What is it? Oh no! Me and the dog. I hate the monkey. What is it? Yeah. I don't know.
That sounded like a sitcom title.
Me and the dog. And the monkey. Yeah, me and the dog. I hate the monkey.
That darn monkey.
And my dog's like, that's how dogs sound like.
Yeah.
Trust me, we definitely took a good time to establish that I know what dogs sound like, and I'm not scared of them anymore.
We're great actors.
Yes, honestly. But yeah, no. When I was a wee bab, I told my mom that I wanted to run an ice cream truck and get paid in smiles.
Oh, that's wholesome.
And unlike other parents who were like, Carl, you can do anything, my mom was like, how are you going to pay the bills?
So your mom is like an Asian mom, but white.
Just that like realistic, like, money is necessary. Like,
my mom, like, so whenever I would call her out on that stuff, I'd be like, well, other moms would say this, and then she was like, other moms are white.
Damn. Oh, okay. The funniest thing. So Asia sent me a meme that said white families. It specifically said white dads love to tell their families, "See you next year on New Year's Eve." Well, I went to go spend New Year's with Asia, and so I was leaving at noon on New Year's Eve, and guess what every member of my family told me?
See you next year.
See you next year! And they were all like, oh, was that funny? And I just thought it was perfect. I have a very white family, but I love them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just we're dorky. We are who we are.
Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like to grow up in a white family.
It's one thing that I thought was interesting. I took history past the Civil War, U.S. history, which was nice because my high school was always focused a lot on the like stuff leading up and never really focused on anything in the 60s beyond.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
weird. So like, do you guys in the South like just not talk about the Civil War?
You know, So
I'm not from the South.
That's
for
fair.
People
Yes,
who don't know.
and I'm a full-blooded North Carolinian. But with that, my dad's from New Jersey. I should clarify. I am half Yankee. My dad is from New Jersey.
Wow.
I know. I identify as half Yankee. But with that,
not valid.
you know, what is it? My dad was saying that one of his friends from New Jersey went to university in Alabama, and there was a history class about the Civil War that was called The War of Northern Aggression and Southern Oppression.
Oh my God.
That was the title of the class. And, so I guess it just kind of depends. I don't know.
Yeah, do you guys like gloss over the whole like Confederate things, or do you make the North sound like they were like terrible for trying to stop slavery?
It depends on the teacher.
But also, I guess like both sides were kind of. It's not like.
Yeah, it's you find a lot of people who like to argue that the Civil War was not fought over slavery, and you're just kind of like, but it was.
It was.
They're like states' rights, and I was like, yes, the states' rights to own slaves. That was probably the one that they were looking into.
It's probably the hot topic.
Yeah. There were hot topics actually back in the day. For ancient edgy kids. I said ancient as if this was thousands of years ago. You know, edgy Civil War kids.
It's weird to think about that slavery was like 6 years ago. And sad.
Yeah.
And terrible.
Yeah.
I lost our torch.
But it's okay. We can still grab that. But yeah, no, we talked about it. I remember we had a class debate where the class was divided in half, and half of us had to, using articles from Confederate soldiers and generals and such, make an argument pro-slavery, and the other half of the class. And this was this wasn't like us in modern times.
It's just kind of like modeling how like
like a model debate. You know what I mean? Using evidence and articles from historical figures, modeling a debate like that.
Right.
And it was pretty good. I don't know. Like, for what I expected, it was a lot less yikes than what it could have been. You know what I mean?
Why can I not just kill them with my torch?
You think that bats would not like fire. Oh no. Okay, I'm dead. Yeah. But how about up north? Are you guys just like, yeah, the South was pretty dumb, and you just go on with it? I mean, if that's the case, then it's valid. I'll take that as a yes. Kinda.
It's kind of just like the Civil War.
Oh, the exit's right over here. Just so you know.
The Civil War was a thing between like the South and the North, and it split up a lot of families because of beliefs, because slavery, and I mean, I feel like they try to play it off as in like, you know, there are no like, I mean, like
there's no wrong answer
people were
there.
like terrible and stuff, but like that was a while ago,
Yeah, and
like we should just focus
beyond
on the
that.
future.
Yeah.
You know? And so like you don't get a lot of like, wow, like that was 60 years ago. Like people are still alive from that time period.
Yeah.
You get a lot of.
Wait, the dog's in the water. Sorry.
They're piranhas though.
Oh, true.
And you get a lot of like. I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
And the North won, and so that's all that really matters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like being in the South is kind of like broadened my horizons, kind of. Like I don't know. I feel like before I like thought that South was like a terrible place, which like I mean it could use some.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
Progress.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Like if you ask some of my friends like back home, like before when I was like, I think it was like a junior or a sophomore or something, like before I was applying to colleges and stuff, like people would ask me like where I was applying to, and I'd be like anywhere but the South.
Dang.
And like, because I didn't want to be here, because like, you know, people are known to be like racist, terrible, whatever. And
but racists exist everywhere.
I mean, yeah. But then I like got waitlisted to the places I wanted to get in. This is why this is terrible. This is why I'm stuck here in the South. I'm kidding. I love it here.
NC State was not my first choice, but I'm one of those like everything happens for a reason type people.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, like the people that I've met here, the friends that I've made, like I don't know. The chance to go to a school that's so engineering centric that I learned that I hated engineering. I feel like that was part of the great plan for me. Yeah. Like I needed this for my character development. I love to compare life to like sitcoms. Yeah. That I'm on like season 12 of Life or something. Yeah. You know that. I was just explaining that for our fans.
And then but like
fans.
I don't know. I applied to North Carolina State because, you know, back then I wanted to be a veterinarian. Yeah. And they were number 3 in this nation. And so I was like, yeah, sure. And then I got here, and it was really nice. And people were really cool. And, like, I mean, people don't shy away from the fact that it's not the most progressive place. Yeah. And it's probably because we're in a college town, but still. Yeah. I don't know. It's nice. Yeah. I like Southern hospitality. Like that's something that you don't really get much of up north. Like it's a lot of like things on your own, which I don't really realize until I like go back home. And I'm like, huh.
Oh yeah, no, I was definitely raised in the whole like hold the door, everything. I don't know. What is it? I was raised in a very like chivalry is not dead household. I was always to hold the door for a lady and never, you know what I mean? Like, if my mom would be like, hey, Carl, can you grab something out of my purse? My dad would be like, no, he can't. And I was like, oh. I mean, if my mom specifically says, hey, Carl, can you do this for me? But I guess not. Cool. Which has been interesting. I don't know. Because just like comparing the way that my dad goes about like telling my brother how to talk to ladies and such versus me being like just be human, you know what I mean? Like just exist. And like yeah I thought the little bitey plant had his own little shop, like the things hanging on the wall with things you could buy, and I was like, that's odd. I didn't expect that person to be a shop owner.
You didn't expect this loving creature.
Honestly,
to
wait,
have-
I just assumed that because it was a sentient plant that it couldn't own a shop, but it is defying stereotypes. Honestly,
It's just trying to live its best life, Carl.
yes. How progressive Spelunky is allowing sentient plants to be shop owners. Did we get him?
No.
I feel like we got a bomb.
Yeah, hang on. Okay. Alright.
Oh.
Well,
There they go.
I mean,
That was a very humorous picture.
I
Seeing the one stuck in the web and the other one stuck on the flesh ball.
were you going to say flesh nut again?
No, I wasn't gonna say nut. I think. What's the what? We're both hanging from this cliff. What's the game plan here?
I didn't think this far.
Well,
I
took a little bit of damage.
Me too. Hey, the exit's right there. What do you know?
Remember that one level where I just whipped you and you fell on the exit? That was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good time. Bomb frog. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's a part, and on the note of like the north and the south, I don't know where I want to live when I grow up.
Yeah, that's all I have to think about.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about. But at the same time, and there's that part of me that's like, oh, I still have time.
Growing up is so scary. You have to make up all the decisions by yourself.
You have to make up all the decisions.
I don't like that.
What is it? I feel like where jobs are available will influence where I live a lot. I feel like I do not have a very strong stance on I want to live in the mountains or I want to live by the beach, or I feel like I am rather up for anything. But where jobs are available will probably be the first torch down the path. How about you? Would you stay in good old North Carolina?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know much about the school system here.
That's fair.
I feel like I wouldn't want my kids to be here.
That's fair.
I don't know. Because a lot of hospitals and stuff are like up northeast, you know? And
Yeah.
so I'd probably go there. Not that I'm not gonna fly down here either, because I am, because I'm already here. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess like once I'm in the hospital stuff, maybe I'll go up north.
Does Maori like to scratch your Wonder Woman poster?
Maori's my cat. And she's.
Yes. There are animals here with Cozy Gaming.
Yeah. But I think about like, you know, living in New York City or something, and I'm like, that's not a great place to like raise a family. And then the other part of me is like, do I really want kids? And like I feel like having kids is like cool because then you get to teach them things and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a huge responsibility.
It's a huge responsibility. It's a huge commitment.
It's a whole lot of money.
It is. It's a lot of money, and I'm like, I mean, I definitely would like to either like foster or adopt or something.
Hey.
But then it's also like, if you have a kid of your own, like if they mess up, that's like on you, you know? Like.
Yeah. I mean, they like to put it on you, but at the same time, there's only so much influence you can have as a parent.
Well, yeah, but it's like, what if my kid turns out to be like a serial killer or something, you know? Like.
I feel like
that's so scary.
You can't put all the blame on the parent there. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. It's just like, that'd be terrible.
I feel like my parents did all they could to shape me into who I was, but the internet and school, you know what I mean? Like what the kids taught me on the playground, swear words that I learned on the bus or by reading under the desk, you know? And also the internet. I was part of the like first wave of YouTubers. I'm not a YouTuber myself. I don't frequently make videos. I mean, here we are. But I loved watching YouTube videos, and I learned about things that, you know, maybe 8-year-olds shouldn't know about through good old YouTube, because back then the internet was much more like, well, shoot, anyone can put up anything for anyone to watch.
Less censored.
Yes, that's what the kids say, censored. And with that, I don't know. But at the same time, like, I feel like I wasn't corrupted by the internet, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
The fact that I learned, like, dirty words and weapons and such. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't go out to, like, harm people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One thing, a communication theory that we talked about in one of my classes involved the viewing of violent media. And it was saying, like, there were three theories that kind of all churned about at the same time. And the first one was saying that, like, viewing violent media kind of desensitizes you to violence. And the more violent media you view, the more you'll just be like, oh yeah, violence occurs.
Right, the classic, like, argument of why you shouldn't let your kids play, like, violent video games and stuff.
Yep. Then there's the more, like, extremist on that playing violent games will inspire you to act violently. This one has, like, slightly less credibility behind it, and I don't have all the papers in front of me to validate these theories and such, so, like, I'm sorry, fact check me on this if I'm wrong, but, it's, like, slightly less valid that by just viewing a violent thing, the kids immediately wanted to go punch someone, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then the one that got the least track, this one was actually Freud. It was,
Freud.
He had a good old catharsis theory that, like, viewing violent media, like, relieved us of our violent urges. And, like, once we watched something, we watched other people do violence, we didn't want to do it ourselves. Like, we were relieved. And that one, most people disagree with nowadays. Most research does not line up with that. That, like, we don't watch guns and go like, gosh, am I relieved? I'm so de-stressed now, thanks.
I mean, sometimes if you, like, are angry, but not in a, like, this is how you should deal with your problems.
Yeah, no. What is it? I, for one, really enjoyed Call of Duty back in the day. Back in the day. Back in middle school, I would get online. You see,
and all the hip kids would, like...
I was trying to land in the flesh. Oh, and I died. Oh, it's a piranha level. The whole bottom is piranhas.
I don't know what to do.
Spin the wheel. That's what you're gonna do.
Maybe I'll get a help. Oh, wait, what did you... Oh, the spring boots. Maybe I can finally spring out of here.
Hey. Big money? Nope.
No.
Instant death. I really thought there was a skull there.
That's what I thought too at first.
So what are you gonna do about all these piranhas?
I don't know, I guess I'll just swim into them.
Really sucks that it's like a torch level that you got this huge water ending at.
Yeah, that's some...
Bad game design? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, talking about, like, gaming communities and such, I never liked going on alone. Like, because once you played online games and such, the chat lobbies were toxic, tons of slurs and offensive things were thrown around nonstop, and I was just kind of like, can't we just play the game and get along? But it was really fun to play.
Classic Hufflepuff.
Yes, you are not wrong. But with that, it was fun to play with friends, because we could, like, work together at objectives. Again, classic Hufflepuff. Yes, but to say, that didn't change there. But, and eventually, all my friends switched from PlayStation to Xbox. And when that happened, I was alone. And I, like, lost all interest.
I was alone.
I lost all interest in Call of Duty. Like the just shooting guns and stuff, that wasn't the fun part to me. The fun part was the friends I made.
What kind of Hufflepuff?
With that, oh, there's a gem up there. Okay, that's what I was looking at. What was I gonna say? Had to do with, like, catharsis and such.
Yeah, with video games.
And I don't know where I was gonna take
TV.
That. Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah, good old communication. Woo. But yeah, I don't know. You look at, like, Fortnite and such.
Oh, Fortnite.
And if you look at what those 12-year-olds say to one another, it's not very nice. It's really not. I remember I saw a meme, and it said that kids, the super sensitive kids these days wouldn't have lasted 15 seconds in a good old Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 chat lobby.
It's kind of like those, like, old people who are like, back in my day,
yeah,
I had to climb up a hill to get to my school and back down.
Back in my day, we were all racist, and we all agreed and accepted that was okay, and everyone was targeted equally, and that was definitely the case.
Nobody got vaccinated. We all just died equally at the hands of God.
You can't jump on the plants. Ah! I love how the conversation sifts back and forth between like what we're talking about outside of it and the game. I don't know. That's really fun.
Don't jump on the man-eater, Carl.
Don't jump on the man-eater. But yeah, it just, I don't know. One thing that's really fascinating to me about like media and such is how we advertise to the generation that pays to skip ads. Like that's kind of where like my fascination, because let me tell you, when I was a kid,
YouTube ads?
or no, like Netflix, Hulu. I don't have a lot of these services, which I really should. If I'm getting into media, I should probably know what I'm talking about. But how we pay to skip ads. Yeah, there is YouTube Red, isn't there?
Oh right. Yeah.
You pay, and you don't have to watch advertisements. And for some people, this is optimal. But if people are doing that for every service they own, how do you advertise to them?
Well, I guess like with the money that you're paying, like go to the advertising companies then?
Would it, or would it just go? I don't know. I feel like that's something I want to do some more research in prior to like making any claims about it. But oh, I can hear the dog.
That's an interesting point.
But and one thing, like people our age love seeing celebrities do a thing. I don't know if you've gotten any ads for there are a lot of like food delivery apps that I've been getting ads for lately.
Yeah.
All of which they love to throw like celebrities in. They're like, gosh, I'm hungry. Boy, isn't it great I can get food delivered to my door now? Cool, get the app. I got paid to say this. Hey. Oh my god. So, I don't know how much I want to attack particular corporations while we are on this video, but at the same time I don't feel like we're gonna blow up overnight, so I feel like I can say this and let this video fall into the sift of things that they won't watch in the future if we get big. On that note, there was a recent car company that I will leave anonymous that had a holiday ad that was like, we're part of a family. Like, and once you buy our car, like, you'll be part of the family too. And it had a bunch of people who owned the type of car. And it was like, we're all part of the big old family.
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's like, because we all own the car. And my dad was like, you know what that is? That's, we got a free car to say this. And we got cute kids too. And like, that's how they get it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Family with the same car and cute kids. Ooh.
Ooh. If there's a
The American dream.
On the note of like things that differ between what they like, babies are not used in ads for people our age because we're scared of babies. Like we're scared of responsibilities and stuff.
We're scared of
responsibilities.
Millennials are ruining babies. Actually, aren't we like Gen Z?
I don't know. I
get into a fight with like one of our family friends about this whole. Not a fight, but like.
I like to my brother and I. That's where I put the divide. I say that he is a millennial and I am whatever comes after that. Because if I compare my reliance on the internet and on and how it shaped me growing up. Like now my brother and I use the internet equally, but before then, like looking at like us when we were kids, I was definitely quicker to like Google something if I needed an answer or find entertainment not from Cartoon Network, which had a restricted schedule and specific shows, but from the internet where I could search what I wanted to see when I wanted to see it. How cool was that? Oh wait, can I? What?
Do you have enough money? Do we have enough money?
Welcome to Zorn's Kissing Parlor.
Yeah, you get a life.
Oh, you know what? Thanks.
Slurp?
Thank you. Oh my god. Thank you, Zorn. Good old Zorn. Oh, I died as soon as I walked out. That's fine.
No.
That's you weren't looking. It's okay. But yeah, no. I like to say that I am of like the youngest generation, but then I look at myself and I look at, 11-year-olds, and I'm like,
see, I think we're we're on the cusp, and so that's why it's like a weird thing.
Yeah, going back into my
we were alive during the time period before computers were like a huge
the
thing.
Playground era.
Yeah, but
whatever you call it.
But we don't really remember it.
That's fair.
Or I don't.
What is it? I feel like in the South, my babysitter was 84 years old. She had grandkids prior to babysitting my siblings and I. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, she and the way that she was just an old-fashioned woman, because simply put, she was,
84?
84. And so it was often that we'd, like, be camping outside at night, or that we'd go to the park as a family, you know what I mean? Like, cute stuff like that.
Yeah.
That some people feel like they're disconnected to.
I'm gonna bomb so we can...
Bomb. I really like the movement to, like, unplug and such. However, I don't like the people who think that they're better than other people simply because they use technology less. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they make everybody else who, like, uses technology to seem, like, mindless. Like,
you rely on your phone for that? Like, I just watch...
What would you do if, like, the zombie apocalypse happened and we wouldn't have any Wi-Fi?
Oh my gosh. I love when, like, adults take jabs at our generation. And when I say love, I mean that with, like, slight irony. You know what I mean?
Millennials are killing institutions that are no longer needed and cost way too much money and capitalism.
Kids these days, am I right? I feel like generational divides, they're first of all becoming so much more blurred because of, like, technological availability. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so I'm like, when we're older, would we be, like, hip with the kids, or would we be, like, saying things like, oh, are you trying to dab on them? They're like, don't say that, Mom.
No, dabbing is already out.
Well, okay, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't sure.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
It's okay.
I'm already unhip with the kids.
What is it? Like, will it be old-fashioned to have a phone in your pocket instead of, like, embedded into your arm? You know what I mean?
Black Mirror.
Yeah, oh, true. I have not watched enough.
Oh, you were like, Jimmy, shut those Google glasses off.
Yeah. Or like iPhones will literally, like, project out of our eyeball, and we will, like, it'll track which direction our, like, pupil is looking, and it'll pick what app we want to use. If we, like, look at the app icon and then blink, it's like, all right, that's your selection, you know? Or it'll read our brain, I don't know. Boy, if we feel like they're getting enough information out of us now, based on what we type in search.
I saw this post where it was, like, back in the day where they were like, oh man, what was it? It's like, the government, like, spying on you through, like, these things, and then now we, like, willingly, like, have, like, Alexa in our house.
Yeah.
Like,
all right, we going to B-land?
I guess.
Oh, what I was saying, I think we should just beeline it to the right. Good luck.
Oh.
Now I'm the leader now. It was all part of my plan. You thought I was your friend. Alas. Oh no, I goofed. I need you. I'm sorry. I'm a fake hoe.
You are!
That was such a malicious laugh. But in one of my comm classes, we had to write a paper about being the generation on the borderline. Like, people go out to restaurants these days, and they're like, wow, look at these parents that, like, just distract their kid with an iPhone, like...
Or, like, an iPad or something.
But at the same time, I firmly remember going to a restaurant and just playing on my Game Boy, waiting for the food to come. And I feel like everything that we associate with, like, the new can somewhat be tied in with something of the old. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and I mean, like, I'm sure parents before that were, like, distracting their kids with, like,
books,
Rubik's Cube or something.
Jimmy, you better put that away. The dinner's coming. But Dad, I'm so close to finishing it. Don't you backtalk me.
They gotta do the Sudoku page.
I do love Sudoku. I used to pick up the student newspaper every, like, issue solely so I could do the puzzles in the back.
I remember that.
Yes, it was a good time. I no longer pick up the student newspaper.
Why not?
Because I never actually read the articles and I felt bad. I don't know if they were, like, keeping, like, record as to how many got picked up, or if they felt good knowing. Because I think I told someone at the student newspaper, and they were like, oh. And I was like, oh no, I didn't mean that as a bad thing. I thought you guys...
Why you just don't tell them that stuff.
I thought you guys included Sudoku so that people like me would pick up the paper. I thought that was a good thing.
Well,
I got more rope.
You can't please everyone.
True. Where do we want to go? I guess we gotta bomb something.
I guess I'll bomb this one.
I got a bomb. No, I don't. You got a bomb.
Um,
Okay. But yeah, no, we really are on the cusp, and generational divides are going to be like, they're going to be so much quicker because, well, first of all, I say that technology is going to advance super rapidly, yet the number of people being born, depending on how effective communication and education go in teaching people that you don't need to have so many babies.
and also sex ed.
How over what a stopping point.
You wrote
Sex ed I wrote. And that's all I wrote.
And so you wrote.
Yeah. I wrote a paper on the China one-child policy.
Oh yeah.
Junior year of high school. And one of the biggest pieces that I found. Did I pause?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, my bad. You're welcome. One of the things that I found was of a farming family that was it sucks that we have to abide by this. We literally need more kids because we need people to work on this land. I had 12 brothers and we all worked on the farmland together, and if I can only have one kid, it also resulted in a lot of well, we got one son and one daughter, boys are better.
Right. Yep.
Which, yeah.
Yeah.
Which has resulted in a China that has so many more boys than it does girls.
Yeah.
Which will result in, which will result in a very interesting, once all of these, I'm not fully aware with how, what's the word? Heteronormative China is.
Pretty heteronormative.
You know what I mean?
They're getting better, I think. But
that being said,
I don't live there. So
that's fair. But that being said, if there's only 7 women for every 10 men or something like that, you know what I mean? That's a number that I'm pulling out of thin air. That's not.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It causes a dilemma.
Yeah.
And how that will affect the population years down the road. It was just because that's the thing. How do we handle overpopulation ethically? What's the answer? You can say education, but one thing that I read back in high school had to do with how some Americans went over to Africa and were like, hey, deforestation is bad, don't do it, thanks, and they left. And then the people were like, wait a minute, how did Americans learn to cultivate the land? They chopped down the forests. America blossomed into the country that it is because the earliest settlers chopped down all the forests.
The man-eater ate our dog.
I hate that. Hey, you.
You whore. Get out of here.
I whipped him. That being said, they heard what the Americans had to say and were like, hey, fuck you, we're gonna do what you did because it led you to success. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can bring education of, oh, we don't have enough resources to sustain humans. And they might be like, well, fuck that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can talk about within America itself. People being like, global warming's real. And people being like, well, fuck that.
What just happened?
You skipped the entire level.
I also skipped the opportunity to save you.
You don't have to go back. Can you? Oh, wow, you were really using all of your rope.
I used 2.
But hey, that was all that you had.
That was all I had. I didn't realize.
And I got a rock friend. Thank you.
You know?
I appreciate it. But yeah, how do you ethically solve overpopulation? There is no direct answer. And
well,
because
it's also a lot of people were just having multiple kids because they didn't survive, right? Back in the day, olden times. But now that neonatal rates are
that being said, there are still the people that just want the American family of
2.5 kids in a white picket fence.
Yeah. Which results in
also,
more.
I don't understand the 2.5 kids. Is it 2 kids and then you have one on the way?
No, it's it's half the families will have 2 kids, the other half will have 3 kids. They just average it.
Okay.
Yeah. I come from a 3-kid family.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, a lot of my friends are only children.
Me.
And I know of adults who aren't gonna have kids, and that's cool. But then you have those like super Catholic families. I'm Catholic, I should clarify. Oh wait, we're not recording anymore, are we?
I think we are.
Oh, okay, if we are. I'm saying this because I am Catholic. You have those Catholic families that are like, you know what? Let's have 8 kids just cause.
More children for God.
Yes, and I mean, no, some people like literally have that mindset.
Yeah.
Which results in like, cause that's the thing. I want to have kiddos, but I want to adopt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because there are kiddos who don't have families.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean? I got some bad genes, if I'm being honest with you. I sweat a lot. I got like potential diseases, hereditary stuff, you know what I mean? And if I could just, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to burden a future human with that.
With so much sweat.
So much sweat. And you know, what is it? I might have hemochromatosis. What is hemochromatosis, you might?
What is hematomacrosis, Carl?
Hemochromatosis is a condition where your body has trouble getting rid of iron. I just died. And when your body has trouble getting rid of iron, you get too much iron in your blood. Which means that if I don't do a good job at regulating letting blood out of my system, I could rust from the inside from all the oxygen in my blood.
So you have to let out blood?
Or, well, like, go donate blood, more so. But, like, that's the thing.
Interesting.
But the Red Cross, like, looks at my iron-rich blood and is like, that's too rich, my dude. And so I pretty much will have to go to a hospital and let them take my blood and probably just dump it down a drain somewhere. It doesn't work perfectly, from what I've been told. The idea of you take blood from someone who has a lot of iron and give it to someone who doesn't have a lot of iron. Like, it's not like a...
Like, you can't just give it to someone who's anemic.
Yeah, and fix their problem and fix mine as well. The world is not that perfect.
Wouldn't it be, though?
Yeah. But with that, the reason other male relatives in my family have it, and I believe that it is passed with the Y chromosome, if I'm not mistaken.
A lot of diseases are passed down.
Yeah, you know what? Why do we have men anymore?
Hey!
Let's be real.
Yeah, why haven't we figured out, like, asexual reproduction?
I mean, haven't we? Isn't there, like, something in bone marrow that...
I mean...
I literally think that there is... Now this...
Possibly. I don't think we, like, perfect
No.
it.
We and what is it? There are a lot of things that we haven't perfected yet.
And also, like, stem cell research is a whole different
ethical
topic
debacle.
Yeah.
But what was I saying? So yeah, I might rust from the inside. And I don't want to have to let a child rust from the inside.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Nope. But with that, you know what? I sweat a lot. I might be rusting from the inside, but I'm valid. You know what I mean? I still love myself.
I may look like a burnt chicken nugget, but I still love myself.
I love that line.
It is good.
It is good. It is a wholesome time.
With that, though, I think it is getting kind of late-ish.
Kind of late-ish. Well, thank you for joining us on this first session of Cozy Gaming.
Thank you for listening. For those who have listened.
Yeah, if you know who Rosie and I are and you watch this, let us know that you gave it a listen. Let us know if you learned something new about us. And if you don't know us, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us.
Comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
All those nerdy YouTuber sayings that they say.
We hope to see you again soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
See you some other time.
Another time. Another day.
Thank you for listening to Cozy Gaming.
Thank you. And have a nice night.